Okay, so this week we've been learning how to graph quadratic functions. And today we're going to learn how to graph quadratic functions that don't have a b-value. So normally you're used to ax squared plus bx plus c, and that equals our y. Well, in this case, we're missing that bx, or we're missing that linear term. Whenever you're missing that linear term, your b-value in this case is just 0, which helps us out because we're going to use again our negative b over 2a to find our middle point. So in this case, it would be 0 over 2 times 1, because our a is 1. So our middle term is 0. When you plug in 0, you get 5. If you go one value below, that would be negative 1. Negative 1 squared plus 5 is 6. If you go one above, you would get 1 squared plus 5, and that would give you 6 also. So we could go over here and graph those points. So we'd go over to negative 1, 6, so just a little bit off here. Whoops, negative 1, 6, so just a little bit off here. 0, 5, so right up there. 0, negative 6 up there. And we would graph that quadratic function. Let's look at one more example. Again, as you can see in this thing, is we have no linear term, so it doesn't really have a b-value. So we're going to say that b-value is 0. So when I take negative b, which would be 0, over 2 times negative 3, I would end up getting 0 again. So our middle term is 0. 1 below, negative 1. 1 above, 1. Fill in the values. If I throw in 0 in the middle, I just get negative 2. If I put in negative 1, negative 1 squared would become positive 1, times negative 3 minus 2, negative 5. Same thing the other way. So we get negative 5. So the table we get to fill out is negative 1, negative 5, 0, negative 2, and 1, negative 5. And let's graph that. So again, the values I had were these values right here. Then if we go to graph it, 0, negative 2 would be right about there. Negative 1, negative 5, 0, negative 5. So we get that shape right there, and we just get this downward U. So that's how you graph something with no b-value. If you ever get no b-value, it just means b is equal to 0. And a lot of times it actually makes the problem easier.